Hey guys, I'm back with another Warframe build video, and today we take a look at Volt, the original speed Warframe, the original nuker, and the original electric Warframe. Yeah, he's basically the original of what we have today. So, what are we gonna be using today? We'll be using his main ability, or main nuking ability, Discharge. Yes, another nuking build, and also we'll be pairing it up with Terrify, two armor strip enemies. So let's get into the build. As you can see, I do have two yellow shards and one purple for that damage on electricity, ability damage on electricity status, and two casting speed because discharge is very slow to cast. And for these two, you can go either duration shards, or if you want, you can also give it more abilities damage. But yeah, here's the build. It's a very weak build, as you can see. I don't have extreme amounts of range because it's like a double-edged sword. This build, if you have too much range on this build, it'll like hit a lot of enemies and it'll mess up some of their spawn. Even with this amount of stretch or range, it still messes their spawn. So, growing power for power strength, prime surefooted so I don't get staggered, archon stretch, continuity, blind rage, precision intensify for just my discharge, fleeting expertise being my only efficiency mod, equilibrium being my energy conversion mod, argus reach for a bit more range, and a rolling guard for my survivability. As you can see, I do have Arcane Energize and Arcane Steadfast for those double energy stuff. Because this build is pretty freaking expensive, even with just 105%. But yeah, it's really hard to get energy, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm using a max energy efficiency mod. And because I don't want to have that much duration on this build, and you'll see why. So, my Epitaph Primer. You don't need to use a Epitaph Primer, but it kills the enemies way easier because it has viral too. Here's the electric viral primer. This is also for my Gyre build, and yeah, here it is. And today I'll be using Nautilus to pair it up. As you can see, Cordon, very important on this build. Scent Deconstruct, also very important, and of course, Mystic Bond. This is very important for your Volt. Manifold will also be very important for Cordon and every other ability here. But yeah, that is the build for my companion. So let's get into testing. What do I think about Volt? This specific build, it's just for fun. It doesn't scale that well at all. Like maybe max around 3000, but anything higher than that, it's just not that good because the way he nukes is very weird. It's not like any conventional nuker. He needs chains. He needs to chain enemies first. We'll see here. So we do Terrify and then we discharge. As you can see, that's how we nuke as Volt. Very weird. We don't do damage from the discharge. It's from the chains of the discharge. Very weird. I wish that enemies don't get stun locked because, as you can see, because they got stun locked, their spawn rates are whack as hell. And also, that's the reason also why I don't have that much range, because I don't want it to hit like 3 rooms over. If I hit 3 rooms over, it's just not that good. The KPM completely drops. So this is just for fun build. It's not conventional by any means, of course. It's just for fun. Oh, you want to play Discharge Volt? Here you go. Just prime them a bit. Use Terrify. You don't even need Molt Augmented because it already does a lot of damage. You are already armor stripping them and also priming them. So all of the utility is gonna be are gonna be all in Energize, Arcane Steadfast, Mystic Bond, all those energy stuff. And boom, yeah, see? Really strong. And you will, because this is not a regular nuking Warframe, or he doesn't work like one. There are gonna be some enemies still left alive. As you can see, the enemy spawn is whack because of that. This is why this build is so weird sometimes. It's so inconsistent. The highest I've gotten is 130 to 140 KPM. That's with really good spawn, right? But if you see, enemies are not spawning here as much. It's pretty because they're stun locked. They can't go to our room fast enough. That's also why we don't have that much duration for this specific build. For a defense build, like a steel pass defense or like you're going ESO, your regular Volt build is fine. But for survival, this is just as you can see, no enemies are coming here. Very, very annoying. Yeah, really strong. Very, very whack though in some places. But if you find a good room, this can be pretty good. This is how just you play it though. Remember, he's not good against Acolyte, so you do need a primary weapon. And of course Eximus. Especially the Eximus. At least you can still use like your shield, right? It gives you extra crit damage and electricity damage. Very good, very good. Now he is, to some people, he is a one-trick pony, right? He can only do Eidolon like really well, but I don't think so because he is someone who can go cascade level cap really easily. Not with this build, of course. This build is not good with level cap. It's just for fun, like I said. But since he does so much damage with conventional Volt builds, deal so much damage, he can easily go to level cap. He's like the same tier as Cern, if you can say. He's at the same tier of Cern. Really strong, scales really well into level cap, and he can literally just spam speed all the time if you want to shield gate. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah. Oh, let's see here. And I'm out of energy. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I really don't like using Nautilus that much, just because he's not the Dariga. The Dariga just primes enemies so well. You can get a lot of energy orb. Oh, here you are. Get away from me. Yeah, this is gonna be slow. But yeah, the Glaxion, guys. You should get it. The Glaxion's really good. I've actually done a video about it. Really strong if you have the right build on it. Don't go Hunter Munitions on it, please. It's terrible. You need to go Corrosive, Viral, and Cold, because the Cold also gives you, you know, what's it called? Extra crit, 50% more crit damage or something. But yeah, really strong with the right build. 5 minutes, as you can see, not conventional, but as you can see with my life support, completely fine. Energy, it's not bad, pretty efficient. Sometimes I don't get those enemies, right? But other than that, really, really fun build. If you are bold, if you are bored with like weapon build or like thingies, yeah, this is your nuke, unnuke, inconsistent nuke, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, this is very inconsistent. But if you want to have fun, use it. It's very, very fun to use. But yeah, let's get into the recap. Arsenal, there you go. So, as you can see, I do have 2 casting speed shards for that casting speed because overcharge. This charge is really, really slow. Archon shards are gonna be purple for that ability damage on electric status. You can also put 2 duration here, or if you want more electrical damage, you go, 3 purple. The build: Growing Power, Blind Rage, Precision Intensify being my strength mods, Archon Stretch and Augur Reach being my range mods because we don't need that much range for endurance runs. For defense, you can go overextended. It's completely fine. Archon continuity for that duration. Normal continuity is also fine. Fleeting expertise at its max rank because it's not that. We don't want that much more duration, and also is very inefficient. This build sometimes. Equilibrium for that conversion rate. Rolling guard for my survivability. Prime surefooted so I don't get staggered. Energize and steadfast will be my extra energy utility. Arcanes. And yeah, here's the Epitaph build. Very simple electric gyre viral build. This is specifically for gyre, but I'm using it for Volt because why not? And Nautilus. Okay. Cordon, Mystic Bond, Synth Deconstruct, and Manifold Bond are the only important mods you need on the Nautilus. Manifold works with everything here. Mystic Bond gives you free energy or free casting ability cast, and Synth Deconstruct helps Equilibrium. But yeah, that is the build, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.